takeaway from the Broncos and their 9 straight wins last night?
That guy right there, Bo Nix. Bo Nix was money. I was thoroughly impressed with Bo Nix. I mean, even just looking at overtime when you got to have it, had to perform, gets the ball first so you don't the other team is going Washington's going to have 4 downs every time they snap the ball. Like 4 for 4, 71 yards, scored a touchdown. Like Bo Nix was money from start to finish, something that we've been screaming for all season long, and he delivered, and they found a way defensively to get that last stop to win.
Yeah, I think Denver proved they can take a hit and keep on going, which was important. You need to see that this time of year. But Greg is 100% right. They also proved they're situational elite, man. Their ability to respond time after time is huge. And because the Commanders put up a great fight. I mean, Mariota don't get a lot of credit, but he was money good. I also think right now, if you're the Broncos, you need these type of wins to test your heart, right? Because this could have been an easy letdown game. It really doesn't hurt you. You can separate yourself on and on and on. But they never let down. And listen, you talk about this defense. They got after it, but also Nick Bonito once again coming up big in that moment.
You called him from before the year.
Yeah, I think he was awesome. So it was a good win for the Broncos.
So why I have doubted Denver is because of this graphic I'm going to show you right here. It just didn't feel sustainable. They were 5-0 when Bo Nix had a passer rating below 85. Like, normally you get that little production from your quarterback, normally you lose. The rest of the NFL is 37 and 111. But last night, when you get good, consistent, somewhere between like good and above average, and at times like great and clutch and tough, it's like, oh, well, if you pair that with their defense, they can be scary. Do I think they're coming out of the AFC? No, but they are. No. But
what do they need to do?
There's nothing they can
do. They beat Marcus Mariota by 1. Let's not go crazy. But
really, okay, settle down, guy who wants to throw a party every time Caleb Williams sneezes. Listen, Bo Nix was awesome. This whole idea that Bo Nix wasn't unbelievable in that game, you're out of your mind. If this was anyone else but Bo Nix, if this was Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, they'd be dropping banners, having parades. You know what I think is so ridiculous to me is that how was this not even covered on the actual episode of First Things First? How is it that the Denver Broncos are 10-2, a top team in the NFL. We had an absolute awesome Sunday night football game. That was exciting. I understand the Commanders aren't a great team right now. I understand it's Marcus Mariota, but this game was awesome. This game was really, really, really fun and a great watch, and it's just like barely discussed. Bo Nix was awesome. It's year 2. It's year 2. Yes, if this was year 6 for Bo Nix and Sean Payne, then I could understand. It's like, yeah, one by one, blah, 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 blah. But we are still trying to figure out and drill down who Bo Nix is. And this was a massive performance for Bo Nix in this game. He played awesome. He made awesome plays. He looked so unbelievably comfortable and confident. This was a step forward. His successes, his playmaking were not accidental. And a lot of them were not like, hey man, that's Sean Payton right there. Those were Bo Nix moments as highlighted right here. Before I go any more further in my rants, and I'm going to keep going, please, Denver Broncos fans, do not forget to subscribe, and please do not forget to watch the full length of this video. When you guys do that, subscribers and views go through the roof. You create a literal avalanche, and like I keep trying to emphasize, it's not about just chasing views. It's not just about chasing subscribers. It's trying to build something truly special, so I can keep making the best possible Denver Broncos content that I can. So we can become firmly rooted in this sports world. Biggest takeaway, Bo Nix is legit. And Bo Nix can continue to grow and evolve and get better and better and better. Bo Nix is not a finished product. There's still room for him to grow. Imagine what that looks like. It's for real. Am I saying that he's going to be able to consistently be special this season, game after game after game? No, it's year 2. I don't expect a superstar to prove that they're a superstar within the first 2 years. There's a lot at stake here. There's a lot, and he can handle the moment. That's the one thing. There's plenty of other quarterbacks I'm still kind of like, I don't know know how you're going to be in the moment. Bo Nix can handle it. So to win his back-to-back games, tied or down or whatever, 1919 against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the drive. 5-yard pass, had a 10-yard penalty. 20-yard pass, 5-yard run, 5-yard pass, 2-yard run, 32-yard pass. And then, of course, now the kneel to set it up. But big, massive plays, massive conversions. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 15. Gotta have it moments. Bo Nix putting the ball in his hands. And then in overtime, 12-yard pass. 12-yard pass. 41-yard pass. 6-yard pass. And then, of course, a 5-yard touchdown run. But literally just Bo Nix, 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 Bo Nix. The defense is great. The defense is special. Coming up big with huge plays. Obviously, as I had already talked about, plenty in both the post game and earlier today. But like Bo Nix still is not getting enough love. And I get it. His passer rating, His passer rating wasn't 137. And he didn't rush for 65 yards. And he didn't have 4 touchdowns. But make no mistake about it, man. This was a huge game from Bo Nix and a huge step forward. This was one of Bo Nix's best games. Without a doubt. This was one of his best games. You can have a great game and it not just show 4 touchdowns, no turnovers, a 137 pass rate. That's why you got to watch these games. And was he flawless? No. But I was listening to one podcast earlier and they were just like, Bo Nix played okay. And it's like, what are you talking about? Show me how many games Stafford, Allen, Lamar, Mahomes, where they just play perfect, where they don't miss a single throw, the ball is never in harm's way, right? It's always just pure perfection. Show me those games, because they are pretty much non-existent. But here's the other thing that nobody wants to talk about. Bo Nix even had a better game than his box score shows. 5 drops. 5 drops. I'm watching this game, and I said this in the playoffs against the Buffalo Bills, because I said Bo Nix really reminds me of Josh Allen. I was like, it's a Josh Allen light. Don't get too lost in the comparisons. It doesn't matter. But I was like, that's what he reminds me of. And during that playoff game, I said, wow, this game really reminded me of Josh Allen now. Because I'm like, this is Bo Nix. This is a quarterback doing everything he can to help his team, put his team in a position to win. And his team was just not there. His team just did not show up. Dropping passes, etc., etc. I think missing field goals too, whatever it was. I forget now at this point. And that's what that showed me. And I was like, wow. And I'm watching this game and I go, I'm watching a quarterback look comfortable. I'm watching a quarterback who's playing exactly how I felt that this guy could play. And I'm like, I am impressed. And then I'm seeing his team drop passes, literally drop the ball around him. And I'm like, oh, come on. This game shouldn't have been as close. Bo Nix's stats should have been even higher. The guy could have thrown for 400 yards. It could have been even higher. His adjusted completion percentage was 82.9%, which I think would have been, definitely top in the NFL, but, top 5. He had 5 drops, had to have led the NFL. Yep, 5 drops. The next closest was Daniel Jones with 3. Josh Allen, 2. So he had 5 drops. His drop percentage, 14.7. Insanity. So that's also something to factor in. He had 2 turnover worthy plays. I keep talking about that one play where he threw the ball right at I forget who it is right now off the top of my head. And Collinsworth kind of pointed it out, and he's like, this team can win a Super Bowl. You got to play better, blah 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 blah. And I get it, and I appreciate pointing out those comments. I really really do. I really really do. And those things do matter. But when you're trying to evaluate a quarterback at this early on, like a Bo Nix in his career, it's still often used as fuel to be like, I told you he's not that good. And it's like, Bo Nix, 2 turnover-worthy plays. Matthew Stafford, 2 turnover-worthy plays. Right? Matthew Stafford turned the ball over 3 times. 3 times. I guess they don't give the sack a turnover-worthy play because it was they're just like, credit to the defense for making it happen. I mean, that's fair, I suppose. to a degree. It's not like you're really putting the ball in harm's way. It's probably more of I guess it's turnover-worthy plays are always passing turnover-worthy plays, so that makes sense. So it's never a fumble, I guess, for a quarterback, which is kind of misleading in an era where scrambling and running about is pretty important for a quarterback, but whatever. We'll leave that aside. The point that I'm trying to make is that you're always going to have some. Dak Prescott played awesome, had 3 turnover-worthy plays against the Kansas City Chiefs. Those all could have been devastating. That could have been 3 interceptions. Like Brosmer had 4 turnover-worthy plays, and all 4 of them were intercepted, and it was devastating consequences. So, Bo Nix played awesome. Don't let anyone try to trick you to thinking otherwise.
Well, they won by 1 point against the Washington Commanders with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, who played awesome. He had an awesome game. The Commanders aren't this terrible franchise. Yeah, they're really injured, and now they have a backup quarterback. Absolutely. They're a well-run franchise right now. They are not circling the drain. They are not the Cleveland Browns. They are not the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, they're not circling the drain. They were in the NFC Championship game last year because they are well coached on both sides of the ball. And they're not looking just to roll over and be a disaster. Terry McLaurin is legit. Debo, legit. Zach Ertz, still legit after all these years. Marcus Mariota is a seasoned, veteran, hyper-mobile quarterback combined with a great offensive coach in Cliff Kingsbury who knows exactly how to maximize that style quarterback. So yeah, you're going to get some games like this. Oh no, oh no, the sky is falling. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Denver Broncos? What was the biggest takeaway from the Broncos' 9th straight win? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.